What's up guys, and welcome back to today's video. In today's video we'll be talking about things that make men appear less attractive and immature. You see, there are little things we do that we think are not noticeable. People don't see them, but these little things end up affecting us in a very big way. So that is why in today's video we'll be touching some of these little things that you do that affect the way people perceive you. As a matter of fact, it makes people perceive you as immature and less attractive. Now that sounds interesting. Let's hop into this video. Number 1, eating with your mouth open. That is like one of the most childish things ever. Aside the fact that it is very disgusting, when you eat with your mouth open, it sends a bad signal socially to those who are around you. People don't like hearing the sound of wet slush food coming out of your mouth when you are eating, because at that point those around you tend to perceive you as careless, immature, and at the end of the day you send this bad social vibe to everyone who is around you. And not to mention, you're going to look like an animal, because only animals eat with their mouth open. So what you are supposed to do in this situation is to eat with your mouth closed. That way you don't appear creepy to everyone around you, and also you get to keep your social dignity. Number 2 is sagging your trousers or your pants, whatever. We need to accept the fact that this is like one of the dumbest trends of all time. Like, you are literally showing off your underwear, which is very stupid. Like, think about it. No girl is going to be attracted to you because you are showing off your underwear. And not to forget the fact that you look like your mom dressed you up and you forgot to put on your belt. That way the trousers keep sagging whenever you keep walking, and anyone who sees you is going to know that, okay, this person is not the right person for anything. It's not serious. Number 1, it sends a signal that you're not serious and you're irresponsible, and irresponsible means immature. So the right thing to do is to keep your trousers at your waist at all times. Number 3, a people pleaser. Now this has to do with your personality, the kind of person you are. You see, a people pleaser is someone who spends most of their time and energy taking care of others just so they can feel good about them. Now this can be toxic because a people pleaser seeks validation and approval from everyone they meet, so they are willing to go the extra mile just to do anything to please whosoever comes their lane, just so they can appear as nice and fit into the fold. Now when someone notices that you're a people pleaser, there are 2 things involved. 1, the person can use you. 2, they can feel irritated and push you away, because nobody wants to put up with that act, because a people pleaser, that attitude sends a direct signal to anyone around that you are immature. You are too immature to make any decision for yourself. You are too immature to do what you like. You're too immature to take a stand for what you want. And also, it also sends a signal that you can't say no when you want to say no. So in this kind of situation, if you know you have any of these traits, if you know you have the traits of a people pleaser, you need to work on yourself and remove it from your head. Number 4, poor impulse control. You know how children react, how children lash out impulsively when they feel offended or when they don't get what they want, and then they go about saying and acting in reckless manners without pausing and thinking about the potential consequences of their actions. Also, because of their impulse at that moment, they begin to look down on other people. They don't listen to other people's opinion regarding the matter. Well, sad to say, some grown-ass men still behave like that. Yep, and that makes them appear as immature and less attractive, because like I said before, children behave like that. Children are the ones with poor impulse control. So as a mature person, what are you supposed to do? Well, a mature person takes his time to first of all chill a little in this type of situation. Think about the situation at hand, and also you need to calmly look at things from the other person's viewpoint. Now, I guarantee you, if you do this whenever you're in a situation that demands you should act recklessly but you don't, anyone around there is going to perceive you as very mature. And the reason for this is because in their eyes you're going to appear calm and collected. And trust me, man, people are attracted to people who are calm and collected, meaning that you know how to handle yourself in situations and you know how to act in the right manner. So try to inculcate this if you know you act in a way that exhibits the trait of poor impulse control, because it is a straight up sign that you are still immature. And finally, number 5, guys, bragging. You see, bragging is unimportant. It doesn't add anything to anyone. Most people say it is an egotistical waste of time. And yes, it's actually true. You see, there's nothing wrong about talking about your success or your achievements maybe once in a while, but you need to be careful not to talk about it in a way that you make the next person feel insignificant, because at that point it will appear as if you are treating your friendship as a competition. Now, what do I mean? Someone who brags a lot and makes the next person feel insignificant with his bragging is probably treating those around him as competition, including friends and probably family. And at the end of the day, when these friends and family don't meet up with your level of success, you begin to cut them off, because to you they no longer matter that much because they can't reach your level of success. And at the end of the day, you end up with more enemies than friends. And not to forget the fact that bragging is a sign of insecurity. Yes, you see, someone who is insecure tends to brag a lot just so he can draw attention to himself, so he can get the validation and approval of people around him with regards to his success or achievements. So what I would say is the best form or the best way to brag is to not brag at all, because it sends a signal that you are immature and makes you look less attractive. And also, nobody wants to put up with someone who has that kind of attitude. Well, that is how come conclusion of today's video. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like this video and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Also share the video if you found it informative, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.